everyone, it's Diego Reyes for CNN Philippines 10, where we break down major stories from here and abroad into bite-sized facts in 10 minutes. President Bongbong Marcos has signed the Trabaho Para Sa Bayan Act to address joblessness in the country. Under the act, the Trabaho Para Sa Bayan Interagency Council will be established, which will develop a master plan to provide more and quality jobs for Filipinos. Among the programs are upskilling and reskilling initiatives and government support for small businesses.
Sa ating mga mamamayang Pilipino, alam po namin na hangad ninyo na magkaroon ng maayos, matatag at marangal na trabaho. Sa pagpasa ng batas na ito, binubuksan natin ang isang bagong yugto sa ating bansa kung saan mayroong sapat at dekalidad na trabaho para sa lahat. Kaya samahan po ninyo kami sa pagsisiguro sa tagumpay ng batas na ito at sa pagpanday ng isang maunlad at bagong Pilipinas.
Still on jobs, the government eyes to boost the country's seafarer workforce and its contribution to the worldwide shipping industry. Data from the Coast Guard shows the country deployed over 500,000 seafarers in 2019 who sent remittances equal to 1.7% of the country's gross domestic product. While the number of Filipino seafarers fell to 489,852 last year due to the pandemic, the figure still represents 25% of the global seafaring workforce in 2022. To keep the country's status as the world's largest supplier of seafarers, the government is working to improve standards in training, certification, and watchkeeping. There are also recruitment agencies offering career and deployment opportunities for potential crew, connecting seafarers with government's overseas affiliates and leading maritime employers.
Sinisiguro po ng Philippine government that the seafarers that we are sending to their vessels are talagang competent. That's why mahigpit po ang assessment ng ating gobyerno.
Meanwhile, the Philippines, the US, and Japan eye boosting their trilateral cooperation after the three countries' top diplomats met on the sidelines of the United Nations General Assembly. The Foreign Affairs Department says its Chief Enrique Manalo, US Secretary of State Antony Blinken, and Japanese Foreign Minister Kamikawa Yoko had a fruitful discussion and will come up with a work plan. Blinken says they saw eye-to-eye on the strengthening of ties in a bid to maintain peace and stability in the region. And news from San Miguel Corporation. The conglomerate's president and CEO Ramon Ang recently revisited his hometown Tondo. In the Smoky Mountain slums that used to be a landfill, he brings children good news that their lives could be better.
Ako po, pinanganak sa Tondo, lumaki po, nag-aral sa Tondo, at kanya ko sinasabi to para sa mga estudyante dito sa Smoky Mountain na magkaroon kayo ng pag-asa na kahit sino sa inyo dito pwede maging very successful. Baka isa sa inyo rito maging presidente ng Pilipinas.
His voice falters as he spoke about his youth and how he remembers the streets of Tondo and teared up.
Ang damdamin ko po ay parang hindi ko kagad nakita na kailangan ako makabalik dito para tumulong sa ating mga kababayan. Pangako ko po sa inyo lahat, I will do more to help our people.
He also made a spontaneous announcement that surprised even Manila Mayor Hani Lacuna.
Bibigay po ako immediately today ng 500 million pesos to build more school. Simula lang po yun. Pagka nakahanap si Mayor ng lupa dito, which madali lang. Pag tinayuan natin eskwelahan yan, tuloy-tuloy natin susuportahan yan. Kahit napatay na ako, yung aking anak, pagpapatuloy niya lahat yan.
Ang's visit comes as San Miguel Foundation opens its 4th community center in Smoky Mountain.
One of the things that struck me was the randomness of where we are born and how much it determines who we eventually become.
We have a roster of teachers with backgrounds on music, reading, Filipino, English, and even on social emotional education. We provide psychosocial classes where we teach them to acquire and develop several self-competencies like the self-awareness, self-concept, self-regulation, and even the social awareness.
The center has 39 classrooms for remedial classes for kids. Its walls are brimming with color. There's a playroom and an artificial intelligence training pod and a study nook. Swedish company IKEA donated the furniture.
We want to empower the students to love as well reading physical books. Hindi lang po yung mga gadgets, hindi lang po yung mga e-books.
Because children in Tondo, like Ramon Ang, if given access to education and an environment better than the circumstances they're born in, can get past barriers, even if they're as big as the Smoky Mountain. More interesting stories when we return after this short break. So keep it here on CNN Philippines. Welcome back. You're still watching CNN Philippines 10. The country's Camera Corps Manila won the best choir in the world in a festival held in Wales, United Kingdom. The group performed the songs Cast Thy Burden Upon the Lord and At Sal Looms to earn the recognition. It's been 3 decades since Camera Corps Manila was formed, and it has been known as one of the prestigious church choirs in the country. Conductor and musical director Anthony Villanueva says their journey wasn't easy due to the pandemic, but that did not stop them. In competitions, they also banner their being Filipinos.
I think being a Filipino made us very stand out sa choral scene because when Filipino choirs sing in the international scene, especially in competitions, madadama mo talaga yung puso sa pagkanta nila. And I think maraming Pilipino ang talagang nagwawagi sa Europa dahil sa kanilang puso sa pagkanta and their warm sound.
Filipino pole vault sensation EJ Obiena bagged the country's first gold medal in the 2023 Asian Games in Hangzhou, China. Obiena cleared 5.90 meters in the men's pole vault finals, breaking Japan's 5.70 meters recorded in 2018. Taekwondo Jin Patrick King Perez claimed Team Philippines' first medal when he won bronze in the men's individual pumse. Mikey Bustos, who recently found a new species of ant in his backyard, shares he's proud of his discovery and expects that the importance of insects will be recognized more. His ant discovery was called Meranoplas bicolor and is the 555th kind of ant in the country.
It's very important that we study the ants and animals and insects in our country because in learning about them, it inspires conservation and a need to preserve what God gave us. We have such a biodiverse hub of life here in the Philippines. We live in a paradise of life. And I hope that we here in the Philippines learn to protect what we have.
One Piece pirate Hunter Zoro Mackenyu is coming to the Philippines next month. The Japanese actor's Pinoy fans can meet him at the Manila Pop Culture Convention 2023 to be held on November 17 to 19 in Parañaque. Under the Manny Popcorn Premium Experience, fans can take a picture and get an autograph from Mackenyu. Organizers have also invited local tabletop creators, cosplayers, and artists to the event. The official trailer of Disney musical comedy Wish has been released. It centers on a place where wishes of those living there could come true. But protagonist Asha will learn that only a few of them will be granted by the king. Wish will premiere in cinemas on November 22nd. And now for our 10-second trivia. The first karaoke machine with patent originated from which country? America, Japan, Philippines, or Spain? The first karaoke machine with patent originated from the Philippines. It was invented by Roberto del Rosario between 1975 and 1977. Called the Karaoke Sing-Along System, Del Rosario described his invention as a handy, multi-purpose, and compact machine. And that's it for CNN Philippines 10. I am Jego Reyes, giving you news you can use, news you can trust in 10 minutes. Thanks for joining me today, and see you again next time.